Now let's look at Sowore's protest. Many people have termed that protest an hypocritical protest. Now there are many factors that have been attributed to this. Number one, Sowore is a Yoruba man from Ondo State. Fulani are killing Yoruba people, and they are asking him, why are you not protesting for your brothers? In Kogi State, Yagba local government, Fulani killed 27 Yoruba people. They asked Sowore again, why are you not protesting for your Yoruba brothers? So why are you now protesting for Nnamdi Kanu? People are now saying, now there are different opinions on social matter. People are saying there's an unhidden hand behind these things, and this thing points to political hypocrisy. Yes. Now that's not. I mean, there are divergent opinions. I've seen many Igbos welcome it. They say since our brothers cannot do it, if your mama can do it, no problem. I mean, Igbos. But others are saying you must be very careful that this thing is to make sure that if the Igbos protest, and maybe the government will not term this a violent protest, and use that opportunity to keep Kanu in prison the more. You have seen now these two different angles I'm giving you on this subject matter. So it is the Igbo people that should be very careful now. They should decide the very best way to go. Instead, I would have loved what Falana said. Human rights lawyer Falana said that Kanu case is not about court, that they must find a political solution to it. That Kanu's case has now become politics. The Igbo governors, the senators, they should sit down and ask this government, you are treating Kanu like this, why are the bandits being treated better? Even another influencer is on Twitter. He said, assuming Kanu were to be a Yoruba man, it's a good example that Kanu would have been free. A Fulani man from Twitter X. Now, what these things point to the fact that what Kanu is fighting for, or what he is fighting for, may be one of the reasons why he's now looking like a prophet, because we are still here to achieve that nationhood. I remember I asked a question that assuming Kanu were to be a Fulani man under Buhari, he go sit inside prison. Because in 2021, UAE government, the United Arab Emirates, they gave Buhari list 6 names of Boko Haram sponsors who are in Nigeria here, and 42 others nationals from different parts of Nigeria, of the world. Buhari has the names of Boko Haram while he was alive. He did not arrest any of them. It was that same year that Buhari went to send people to Kenya to bring Kanu. Now you can see the difference. They gave you list of Boko Haram sponsors from the north. You did not act anything, yes. But you now go to bring Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. Now, all these things are so. If Kanu is talking about the fact that Igbos are marginalized, Igbos they don't like Igbos, is he not looking like what he said is not happening to even him in practical terms in Nigeria?
Okay, why is this thing that what will Sowore start to gain? Because we have seen very clearly where he said the law cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The law, Nigerian government cannot free Nnamdi Kanu. Possibly saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be freed. Is it that now that he is coming, that he wants to hijack Nnamdi Kanu's case to launch himself back to political relevance?
No, that's a valid point there. So I'm looking at now, it is both ways. Don't forget, personally, I cannot trust politicians. Whatever thing they do, they put their own interests first. You have seen many people and say that so we're our man now. Like you ask, is that the case, or is that the reason? This is a very vital question. Is that the reason why you allowed? You are telling people, let us protest, let us go to Abuja, and you're not calling names of governors. They should join you. That's why I like. Peter have not answered, and many Igbos are falling for it. Even Alex Oti, he said he don't answer him. Even Soludo don't answer him. You understand? Because if it happens, the blame will always be on the Igbo people. That's why you see recently Igbos have been pulling out. they were blamed for whatever happened. Again, when they want to do this other people say no, they don't want, because they are always seen as the scapegoat. Everybody is always looking at them. So they are and which they are not even any problem. They are not any problem. That's the fact. Because how are they problem? People, they have not ruled Nigeria before. There are 4 positions in Nigeria. 4: the president, the vice, the senate president, and the speaker. That is the 4 top positions in Nigeria. Number 4, 1 to 4. The Fulani or the North have had the 4. Buhari was the president. Yeah, that was the president. Atiku was the vice. Now Sambo was the vice. Even another from Borno is the vice now. I'm a Kanuri man, Shetima. The Senate president, Ahmed Lawan, has been Senate president here in this country. Let's go to the speaker. In this country, they've had Tajudeen Abbas now, first speaker. They've had Aminu Masari from Katsina State as a speaker. They've had even Aminu Tambuwal as a speaker from Sokoto. So the North has held the 4 powerful positions in Nigeria. Yoruba have held 3 out of the 4. Yoruba have been president, Olusegun Obasanjo, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu now. Yoruba have been vice, Yemi Osinbajo. Yoruba have not been senate president. Yoruba have been speaker in the Meji Bankole and this one from Surulere, Miller. Now, the 4 also have been 4. Yoruba have been 3. Igbos have always been 1. The Senate person. No president, no vice. In Nigeria, yeah, no speaker. You understand? So, if how are they the problem? They never ruled the country. So,
okay, we saw the federal government by another guy releasing a press statement this morning blaming Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer. And also, blaming the southeastern governors. Some other things, he was just saying it that the matter is already in court, and they should allow the court to decide whether to send Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to jail and all that. And with the protest, what is Sowore's protest going to achieve at the end of the day? Is it only a one-day protest? Can he be able to achieve anything, or he is just making mockery of the whole situation? Because if he comes out like that, how would you react to it?
You see, the kind of Nigeria in the first place that in Nigeria, the more you look, the less you see. The more you see, the less you know. It is the motive behind these things that matter. How do we know that the motives are clear? That is the problem. Even with us and our leaders, if they say, okay, let us bring this policy, the question is, do we even trust them enough that the policies will now benefit the average Nigerian masses? So that the question is, what is that interest, or what that newfound love that Sowore have seen in Kanu? But he said, I will set aside my political differences. So that's what I mean. Though Sowore said something, he said Nigeria has Igbo problem. He made that statement. Nigeria has Igbo problem. Now, in making all these statements, Sowore himself, how do we know that possibly there might not be something or like an agenda? I have to do something from both sides. Assuming you have protested Kwara killings first, I'll say, hey, you don't protest your own, your people, but you never protest your own. And Jesus said, remove the log in your eye first before you remove it in another person's eye. You don't protest your own, you won't protest your Igbo people. So it is not the Igbo people that should not be wise enough or should open their minds. So probably or possibly, if there's an agenda, they should think outside the box. They should not allow themselves to be used.
What should be the next phase of action? Because we are just seeing a lot of people are saying occupy Abuja until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. Just for only a day protest does not have any impact. And so there is the whole thing that is how does the whole thing look like? Is Sowore going to continue after 20th till Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is really released?
For the fact that even on the 20th is a very significant day. Don't forget, October 20, na EndSARS happen. People are saying that this thing is to close the eyes of Nigerians over the EndSARS incident. You know, the thing here is what Favour said is the right thing. At a particular time, we heard that the court had released Nnamdi Kanu at a particular time. They talk and say court don't release him. So that's why Favour is saying this was not about court matter. It's a political matter, and political actions must come in. The Igbo governors must sit down. Senators sit down with the president to trash out Nnamdi Kanu release. That is the only way. That's my opinion. Because all this you go protest. Okay, look at Kanu's court case, for example. That has been going and going. We don't know. Okay, look at Ekpa, for example, in Finland. After they arrested him, immediately, how many months? They sentenced him. That's their own that he knows his fate. If they were happy, that's one side. So the issue of Nnamdi Kanu too. That was why don't arrest him for many years? I mean, I cannot be called out. Today court, tomorrow court. Let's wait here. Our terrorist leaders are walking up and down. Bandits are taking weapons around the country. So it's time for political solution. I go in the line of Femfano. That if the Igbo people are sincere, I'm not Igbo people, I mean the Igbo leaders, if they are sincere in making sure that Nnamdi Kanu sees that at the end of the tunnel, let them sit down and find solution. But I'm afraid that probably Nnamdi Kanu might be too popular more than them. That is why some of them may not want him to be released. I'm afraid probably this one is popular more than them. People listen to him. Some of the governors, I don't have mentioning names, in Igbo land, they don't like them. So how is this Kanu come? Say they don't go. So you understand? I will not in Nigeria. So all these things are the pointers. Only a well sit down political solution. Sit down, dialogue with the president. Hey, Baba, how do we do then? Let them crash it out. If it's possible, then they should allow it. They should allow it.
One of the end to where somebody who Sowore is calling or Buhari, any of them, have said that Tinubu should not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yes. You know, and we didn't see this person come out to condemn the killing of Boko Haram in the north. What is Omotoso intent to? Is Omotoso under a certain influence to pass judgment on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, given what is happening currently now?
Now. It's a court case. He was very afraid of anything like contempt of the court. But the justice, he knows his onions. But like I've always said, he should let common sense prevail. That's the thing. Let common sense prevail. But then, you know, Nigeria, there are some unhidden hands. There are some, they call them bigger power. Power from the top, at the top. So probably it might not be him. But that's why I said the best way now, the way it is political solution.
What kind of political solution are you looking at?
Make them sit down. The governors, the Igbo kings, their Anglican bishop, the Catholic priests, the senators. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Even the deputy speaker is an Igbo man. Benjamin Kalu. Okay, sit down. Maybe Augusto Kalu, sit down. All put on the man of Namia come. Let them have a draft resolution. That's the only thing. That's the only way I think.
So it's like the federal government is dragging this to a point of amnesty. And if amnesty is being given to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what happens to his ambition of agitation?
No, it's like, go and look at his case in court. There is nowhere they talk about agitation. That means that's his fundamental human right. You cannot stop it. Other labels are there, terrorism and everything.
Okay,
there is nothing.
Okay, based on treasonable charges. So what will happen?
So I know if it's getting amnesty, probably depending on the deal that they've given to him. Getting amnesty, if he feels he has the right or the people are with him, then I think he will continue. It's not the fact that there are eyes on Nigeria nowadays on the issue of the Christian killings, which government have come out to deny and everything. And then, like I said, when Boko Haram started, they were targeting Christians fully. But now they are targeting everybody. That's why I said, if you see evil, you must condemn it. The chicken had come home to roost. When Boko Haram started, now they think they're not Christian. Now they affect everybody. So that's the problem. So, so the what should be done is very simple and straightforward. Igbo government will be sincere enough. Do the same with the eyes, the Igbo leaders. If truly they are leaders, our son na be this. What can we do? What can we do? Kanu had earlier promised that if it's released, is there how many weeks there will be peace in the southeast? Now, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know fully. But then let us or let them allow him or give him that benefit of the doubt. Let us see what he can do. Release him. Let's see. Probably what he has said, he can make it come to pass.